Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another stream. So let's have a quick wait for some people should they should join the webinar. We'll start analyzing Bitcoin and then we'll move towards some miners like Dogecoin, like in the markets like MKR, and we'll move towards other shares. Okay. So recently we just discussed Doge that we are waiting for the liquidation of the high. You can clearly see that recently we just discussed about this liquidation of these highs. You can clearly see over here the institution just trapped some of the shares of retails, and we discussed already that we are waiting for the liquidation of this one. And you can clearly see the result is in front of you, where we just skyrocket through the roof by with the help of institutions. You can clearly see over here we just moved by 27% non-leverage. So if you had buy it on spot also, it just moved really perfectly. You can clearly see. That's why I'm just saying that in every webinar, that if the structure is bullish, just it might be better for you guys to follow the longs rather than following the shorts, right? So that's the reason, because sometimes in long market, the market presents itself for a short period of time in a shorts. Okay, so it does not make sense that you should dive into a shorts. It will be better for you guys to avoid the shorts, and when the long market again present itself for longs, just dive with it, right? Because there are millions of other coins where you can easily dive into them if some other markets are not presenting itself well. You can clearly I just already discussed in my recent webinars that whenever I just kind of gets bored with some other markets, it's not giving me some clear buy, I just skip it, right? So you can clearly check out that webinars. We just discussed that shit, right? So Dodge moved really perfectly in our from our recent webinars, and we were just getting in Dodge from all the way over here whenever Dodge was in level of 7 to 70. So you can clearly see over here how perfectly we just moved and it just gone, right? So recently we just discussed Soul also, that we are willing for the liquidation of high, but someone a cool little guy just discussed asked me that can we long from current price market. So I just told him that don't buy over here, because market is kind of coming towards this zone, and this zone is really important for long. You can clearly see over here we just discussed Soul that we are just willing for the liquidations of highs after the mitigating of this zone. You can clearly see over here we just he mitigated the entry, and then after that price just moved towards my TPs, and my TP2 just triggered and secured 2.7 hour roundabout on that guy, right? So this you can clearly see over here. That's why if the structure is kind of bullish, just follow the longs, it might be good for you guys, right? Then we discussed about AVA in my recent webinar, that we are just willing for the liquidation of the highs, and you can clearly see after price just moving highs, clearing the highs, it just came over here, mitigated my entry zone, and it just ran for 2 hours. Okay, so if anyone is on AVA for longs, so it might be good for you guys to kind of book your profits a little bit, and I will discuss with you guys what's going on, what's the new kind of move of AVA maybe, right? So I will discuss it, don't worry. Then we just discussed about Bitcoin, that we are just willing for the longs, but it's sadly again and again it's just in a stage 2 kind of market, where I'm not getting any entry, but price just moving in my direction. That's fine, because 99% of the moves of market is not for you. Only the 1% of the time where just market presents itself, you are just gonna to dive on it, right? So that's why in my recent webinars I was just willing for the longs. Whenever price was all the way at the level of 25k, we are just clearly updating you that if we are just willing for the stage 2, and now the stage 2 is kind of in front of you, where we just trigger towards the 44k. You can clearly see over here, right? So this is kind of stage 2 market, where you are just moving, the market is just moving without you, because kind of all 100% out of 100%, the 99% of the market is not for you. Okay, and the 99% of the moves where institutions are kind of presenting itself is not for you. Only 1% of time where price just give you some entries, you are just gonna dive on it, right? So we just discussed Bitcoin, and we just clearly told you guys, whenever all the way price was level of 38,800, that some prayer just asked me that can we short the price from here, but it's not the time to short. You can clearly see over here, if you you just kind of delivered short and now price just moved up. Okay, so you can clearly see that's why if the structure is bullish, kind of might be good for you guys to follow the longs rather than following the shorts, right? So then we discussed about KSM also. It might I think so it might ruin me. Yeah, it just ruined me. That's fine, because we have to show our losses also. It's kind of not fair to all of us, because no one is perfect in the market. The losses are kind of part of a game, and we just discussed KSM for short, but -1 makes sense. But we already made a lot of monies in other webinars, so that's why in the recent webinar also, because it was kind of really perfect, and it does not make any sense to me. Okay, so -1 is kind of part of game. Then we discussed about BNB also in my recent webinar, that we are just waiting for the highs to get cleared out, and you can clearly see over here we just delivered towards the TP number 1, and we just secured 1.3 or to 1.5 on this guy. Okay, so that's why the losses are does not make any sense to us, because we are a smart meter. We did not give any shit to losses. We are just willing for the R, right? So hope so. He's got Matic. Yeah, we'll move towards Matic, no problem. Sand, okay. Abi, okay. Hi dog, how are you? I'm fine. What about you? CRB, ARB, okay. Bitcoin, yeah. Hi dog, how are you? Waves, gas analysis also, please. Yeah, why not? I will analyze for you, no problem. OP, XRP, C98, okay. Ruin, okay. Shiv, okay. Ruin, yeah. Love you dog. Thanks for dodge. You're welcome, bro. No problem. Ethereum, Matic, okay. So first of all, I'm starting from the Bitcoin because it's kind of major, and then we'll start analyzing this list of coins, right? So in my every webinar, Bitcoin is just kind of discussed, so why not this one? Okay, so let's have a quick look on higher time frame, what's going on higher time frame. So then we'll just we'll dive on the lower time frame, right? So according to 3 time frame, you can clearly see over here, we just after the liquidation of this low, we're just moving for highs, right? So that's why we are just waiting for the break of structure number 1 over here. We can clearly see over here, we just got a break of structure number 1 over here, second break of structure, and still the price is kind of bullish. So let's see what's going on. If I got some other time frames that gives color to high time frame, yeah, why not? We'll move towards the wrongs. Okay, so let's see. Let me get rid of all this one, because it's kind of not not making sense to me now. Yeah, so it's useless, so let's get rid of this, right? So according to 1 day time frame, let's see what's going on 1 day time frame. You can clearly see over here, after the mitigation of this demand, the price is in a kind of stage number 2, where you are getting less entries, but price is moving in your direction. That's kind of fine, right? So first break of structure, second break of structure, and now we got for third. It means that price is kind of shifted, and it's kind of overextended this time frame. So let's see what's going on other time frames. So we'll be in a direction. Okay, so according to 12-hour time frame, let's move down. Let's see what's going on. So according to 12-hour time frame, we have a clear break of structure upside from this guy. Then we have a clear break of structure over here. Second, third. Now you can clearly see over here, we just got three break of structure in a row, but last one was kind of cluster. And what's cluster? We already discussed what is a cluster. Okay, so if anyone has confusion what is a cluster, so check out my recent webinar. I just already discussed what is a cluster, right? So after cluster, we know what happens. Price just skyrocket towards the moon, right? So over here we just got a cluster, so it means that we are willing for the longs, right? According to 12-hour time frame. And according to 4-hour time frame, let's see what's going on 4-hour time frame. So it might be good for us. So according to 4-hour time frame, we have a clear good break of structure from here. First, kind of count the dbs. Second, we're just waiting for the third, done with it. Then we just gone for fourth and fifth. Okay, so kind of prices now in a overextension series for me. So it's kind of time to be on the sidelines from Bitcoin, because 1 day time frame is kind of overextended with 3 dbs, and 4 hours also kind of overextended with 6 dbs, I think so. Let's count it, because I think so it's 4 dbs. Yeah, first, second, third, fourth. Yeah, 5 dbs. 5 dbs means a cluster, or 5 dbs means overextension, right? So that's why we are just willing for the liquidation of this one. So price may liquidate this guy, so that's why let's see what's going on lower time frame. So I need a time frame to give color to high time frame, right? So according to 1 hour time frame, it's kind of really overextended and might not kind of make sense to me. So yeah, we got a first break of structure over here, and yeah, okay, let's count the dbs from here. Yep. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, 5 dB, same thing according to the 1 hour time frame. According to 4 time frame, the same break of structure, the same low makes sense, the same high makes sense. Okay, so what's the scenario for now on Bitcoin is kind of in an overextension, right? So I just already discussed with you that I'm not going for any short in a long market, but I avoid if something is gonna present itself for short in a long market, right, or in a bullish market. So that's why it's kind of overextended to me. I'm waiting for the liquidation of this guy at level of 44,500, so it might may overextend more, but I'm waiting for the liquidation of any of these lows, right? So that's why Bitcoin is kind of for now it's kind of gone in a as in a series in a place where I'm not interested in Bitcoin, right? So that's why I do not recommend anyone to long Bitcoin for now, but it's kind of structure still bullish, but I'm not going for long. Why? Because of the context of the market, we have to give color to higher time frame by shifting on lower time frame, and we have to make a mixture, right? So that's why it's kind of did not make any sense to me. I'm waiting for any liquidation of the lows like this one, or if price break this guy, so I'm waiting for the liquidation of the low. Okay, so that's why it's kind of rubbish to me. No, not make sense to me. That's why I'm waiting for the liquidations, right? So did not make any sense to me. Avoid the Bitcoin. Yep. Sir, kindly order Audi. Okay, no problem. Let's we'll move towards Audi. Hey, Ruin and Wave, please. Okay. Hey, guys, bro. Okay. Drop the like for dog. Yeah. Link. Okay. So first of all, let's discuss Matic, and then we'll move towards your coins. Okay, guys. So stay tuned with me. We'll analyze all of them. No problem. So Matic. Yeah. What is this? You can clearly see over here. I just already discussed with you guys that we're kind of willing for the liquidation of highs, and the result is in front of you. Whenever price was kind of at the level of 0.74, I was just willing for longs, and you can clearly see that we made a lot of money on Matic, right? So it is just discussed. Matic is just discussed in my every webinar almost, and price was kind of already in a kind of uglier zone to me, but does not make sense to me. That's fine, that's perfectly fine. But after the liquidation of the lows, it kind of makes sense to me, and now we just willing for the long. So the same thing, my webinar update is still going now. I'm not going for any short, right? So whenever DSK just asked me, or just kind of told me to analyze Matic, so I just discussed with you guys that Matic is kind of in a long bias from here. Whenever I just discuss this guy, whenever price was over here, I'm long. Whenever price was over here, I'm long. Okay, so still I'm long on Matic. Still the same thing goes well. So let's keep it up. Okay, so Matic still I'm not going for any short, right? Sorry, please. Okay. Have some patience. I will analyze all of coins, right? So stay tuned to me, Sharif. Sand up. Okay. Let's move towards sand because it's kind of not that much bad. And we just discussed sand in my recent webinar. We're just waiting for the highs, and whenever price was over here, we just triggered towards TP number 1, and then we just got a bad liquidation and then moved towards my TP2. That's fine, no problem. And let's get rid of this all fun stuff over here because it's kind of useless to me now. Let's see. It's kind of an overextension, and according to some other time frames, it's kind of, I think so, it's kind of first, second, and we're just waiting for the highs. Okay, so yeah, for somehow it was just what it was. Okay, so we are just waiting for the liquidation of highs because that's the context of market. Okay, so according to 1 day time frame, we have a clear good break of structure number 1, break of structure, break of structure number 1, and all the things were mitigated over here. So we are just waiting for the liquidation of this one. You can clearly see over here that we just perfectly stopped over here, that we are printing shit tons of liquidity now. Okay, so it means that institutions are again trapping some retails. They might there might be correct, but that's fine. That's against my analysis, so it's not making sense to me. Okay, so kind of sand is willing for the longs. 12-hour time frame. Let's see what's going on. 12-hour time frame. Kind of in an accumulation zone. Okay, so right after that we just break the structure number 1, second, third, okay, fourth, and the last one was kind of cluster. It means that we are just waiting for the highs, right? So we are just waiting for the liquidation of the highs. That's fine. Let's go. Let's see what's going on 4-hour time frame. According to 4-hour time frame, we have a clear good break of structure. After here, we can clearly see that we are already marked this shit. So we can get rid of this line. We can get rid of these fun stuff because we already discussed this guy whenever price was not restore here, right? So according to 4 time frame, first, second, and then we just got in a reaccumulation model, and recently price just shifted bullish, right? Perfect. So we are willing for the liquidation of the highs. We have to remember that, right? So recently this is the move that Soul made, or sand. Okay, so first, second break of structure, so it means that kind of willing for this one, yeah. Second, 2 dBs, and I just already discussed and experienced few things related to a dBs and 1 hour time frame. So after 2 dBs, price oftentimes liquidate my low. Okay, so it means that I'm not going for a long from here, so we have to wait for the entry zone over here. Okay, because it's kind of it's kind of really important for the liquidation of the second low after the first break of structure. I will teach you guys in my upcoming webinars if I got chance, right? So it was kind of good liquidation, but I'm willing for the price to liquidate it with a body candle closing. It means that maybe price Bitcoin may also drop, so sand may trigger my entry zone. But I'm taking the entry at level of this one because today's webinar, I think so we might not get at the spot some coins, but that's fine. We're just marking some coins. If price is over here, we will go with it. Otherwise, we'll just enjoy our weekend, right? On Saturday and Sunday. So kinda I'm willing for the liquidation of this guy, and then I can take an entry at the zone of this one. I can take my TP number 1 and all the way highs. Okay, just stopping below this guy makes sense, like this. Yeah, makes sense to me. So that's why kind of all the SND's sand is just kind of presenting itself for the liquidation. It might be a fake liquidity swipe SND. So that's why I'm just waiting for the liquidation of this one. Let the price over here, you can take an entry for long, right? Because otherwise your is a still and live example for you guys. So that's why I'm let's wait for price to for sand to mitigate zone of 0.4 to 8. Stop loss makes sense at the level of, let's make it a bit down because why not, yeah, like this. So 0.41 stop loss makes sense, and the TB number 1 makes sense level of 0.45, right? And TB2 at level of 0.4884, right? So that was sand for you, DSK. Done with sand, right? Done with matic. Alex analysis doc, please. Yeah, okay, no problem. So DSK done with sand, done with matic. Let's move towards RP because we have a bunch of them. We're just waiting for the analysis. So just have some patience. I will analyze for all the shits, right? So RP, let's see. Yeah, same thing again and again. So I just discussed RP in my recent webinar that I'm waiting for the entry zone of this one and stop with this guy and TP number 1, TP number 2. All are fixed structure, so it's not making sense to me. So that's why kinda waiting for the liquidation of or for the price waiting to reach a level of 0.4, yeah, 44, and TP makes sense like this one. Okay, then that's why same thing, updates make sense. Let's get rid of all this fun stuff. Okay, so that makes sense. TP number 1 level of 1.59, TP number 2 at level of 1.777. Okay, I'm not going for short, but I'm waiting for price to reach over here for long. So that was it, DSK. How are you? I'm fine, bro. CRV, I think so. It's kind of really ugly market. Just kind of illiquid market where the liquidity in the market is kind of useless. Okay, that's why I'm not analyzing CRV. ARB already discussed. Bitcoin, done with it. Hi, how are you? Waves, let's see. Okay, overall in a bearish price action. Okay, so that's why I'm just waiting for shorts. First, second, third, fourth, reaccumulation in a reaccumulation zone where we are just waiting for the liquidation of this one. Okay, so it means that yeah, it's kind of redistribution. Okay, so that's why I'm waiting for the liquidation of these lows. But yeah, makes sense. 1 day time frame. Let's see what's going on 1 day time frame. According to 1 day, we have kind of first, second, and reaccumulation again. First again moved up in the reaccumulation market or redistribution. You can argue with it. Okay, so recently we just discussed upside and just moved upside, right? So that's why I'm not going down because the recent one is still upside. So yeah, waves, because kind of 1 day all the time frames are bullish. Okay, so still all time frame bullish, so we can go for longs rather than following the shorts. Yeah, you can go with this one like this. First, second, this is the low, this is the high, so makes sense for longs. So you can clearly see that most of the coins are just giving us entry from the downside. So okay, so that's why if Bitcoin just drop a bit, it will not affect our bottom line because we are not taking some longs for now. I will take the long whenever price mitigates my entry zones, right? So that's why entry zone makes sense at the level of 2.20 24 stop loss at level of 2.1305 and TP at level of 2.3 466, right? So that was waves. Okay, uh let's see what's going on. MKR also, we just discussed MKR and it's coming down, so let's see if we got any other kind of good market, so we'll discuss that shit also. Sand, just done with the sand. Okay, yeah, let's discuss what's going on FTM because we just already discussed FTM but it just ruined us. That's fine. Okay, kind of shifted bullish. 1 day time frame. Let's see what's going on 1 day time frame. We just got first, second, third break of second break of structure, but we are waiting for the third also, right? So according to 12 hour time frame, let's see what's going on 12 hour time frame. It's kind of good. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. That's fine. Kind of overextended, but the one time frame will not decide the future of the market, right? So that's why we have a first, second, price mitigator demand and moving up. So waiting for the longs. First, second. Okay. Yeah, safe and to make sense the level of this guy. Um, stopping this guy, waiting for the longs, right? So yeah, atom or phantom makes sense for longs, entry zone and TPs, right? So that's why FTM is also good. I'm giving you two biases or two entry zones where you can enter on FTM and you can make your some good money, right? So this like this make it a bit upside, and let's wait that if price you're here then you can take an entry, and entry number two makes sense when after liquidation of this guy at there. Yeah, yeah, we are just let's make it like this. So yes, second entry, if this one stop me out, that will be perfectly fine. But you can take your second entries also from here. 0.3074, stop us level of 0.2940, and TP number one level of 0.3320 or 0.34, right? So that was first entry where price is still in a current market price. You can take your TP entry at level of 0.3322, TP1 at level of 0.3479, and stop loss level of 0.3217, right? And final take profit you can take a level of 0.35, or you can argue with a bit up, right? So if this one stop us, then you can take this entry also. 0.3074 TP stop loss makes a level of 0.2940, and TP number one, that was stop loss. TP number one level of 0.3321, and TP number two a level of 34,073, right? So that was FTM also. Some, if anyone wants FTM, that was it. Yeah, okay. So that was done with this guy. Gas analysis, yeah, Abhishek, why not? So we already discussed gas, I think, so it just ruined me after mitigating my TP. That's perfectly fine because it was kind of this one. Let's get rid of this one because it's kind of useless to me now. And let's see what's going on 4 hour time frame. Yes, still we are kinda in a first second. Just break this guy from here, we just break this one from here. Okay, all are fake structures, but we can go with it. So it means that first okay, first second, okay, the zone of this one is really important. Okay, so level of uh 7.875 is kind of key zone for gas if price break this guy. So ultimately I will just uh, transfer my bias to a longs. It means that I'm willing for the liquidation or waiting for the liquidation of this zone. After that I can take an entry at the level at the retracement, you can call it, if you are from smart mind perspective. So you can go for longs then, right? Like this. I'm not going for long for now, but this one then makes sense, and you can take for longs by protecting yourself this below this one. Okay, so that was gas for you. Longs overall, kinda, if you want to long the gas for now, so it might be good for you to avoid that guy because we are in a clear base structure according to most of our time frames. So that's why I'm willing, or I'm waiting for any fake structure to shift bullish so I can shift bullish, right? So that was gas. Okay, your market done with it. Okay, so XRP, OP, okay, I will analyze DSK. So let these guys also done because we already discussed two to three of them. So I will analyze OP, I will analyze XRP. So stay tuned with me. Ruin, Shiba, okay. So kinda you can clearly see over here, dog just already discussed Ruin for you guys that we are just waiting for shorts, and you can clearly see over here price just mitigated perfectly, and it's coming in its direction, right? So it's already in its direction, but let's see what's going on because it might be a bit different to me. That's perfectly fine. First, second, structure stable is over. It means that you can uh, go for longs, but we need some time frames to give it color with the higher time frame, right? So it keeping that point of view in our mind, we have a clear good break of structure over here after this one. Second break of structure, third break of structure, kind of overextended. So dog was really perfect, no problem. And according to 12 hour time frame, we have a clear break of structure upside, second break of structure, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and we can clearly see over here 6 dBs over here. And we already discussed this shit that I think so. We already discussed this one. We are waiting for the liquidations, right? So that's good. Impressive. Okay, so according to 4 hour time frame, we have a quite good break of structure just after this one. Yep. So first break of structure, second break of structure. We have a clear good third break of structure, fourth, fifth, okay, sixth, seventh, and a reaccumulation one, two, three DVs, right? Three after three we got for four, but last one is a cluster. Okay, so we have to be careful about this one. According to high time frames, kind of market was overextended, so it means that this cluster will not make any sense to me. Let's see what's going on 1 hour time frame. Okay, structure showed bullish, but this is kind of keeping that shit in our mind. We have, yeah, the market, same thing we already discussed with our VIPs, that we are waiting for a short, so it means that the docs update is still workable and is going its direction. So let's leave with this shit to liquidate these guys and all the way down. Okay, so because the level of this one is really important for a shiftance in the bias. Okay, so that's why let's see, we already know quite good in this market, so let's keep it down. Okay, let's allow it. So that was ruin, yeah, that was it Rathor, and boom, yeah, that was ruin, already dog analyzed it. Yep, no problem. Ethereum, let's see. Oh, we just missed this shit just from this one. Okay, and you can clearly see over here, that's fine, no problem. Let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of all the fun stuff. Structures overall in a bearish bias, but still in a reaccumulation model. So anyone who is from smart mid perspective, he knows what I wanna say, right? So first break of structure, second break of structure, and we just liquidated this one. Okay, so that's kind of impressive and really perfect. So we just break this shit, we just have this high. It means that we can get rid of this one, and also from this way. Okay, first, second, third. The last one was kind of cluster also, so it means that we are just waiting for clusters. Cluster makes sense, so still structure is bullish, so why not for longs? According to 4 time frame, uh kind of same thing. First break of structure, second break of structure, third break of structure, I think so. Just move over here for this guy, so you have to this one. Yeah, third break of structure, reaccumulation model. I can get rid of this one now. Okay, so first break of structure, again just start the counting dbs. Second break of structure, three break of structures, and reaccumulation model, I think so. We are just waiting for the reaccumulation model, but let's see what's going on for 1 hour time frame. Okay, first, second, third, fourth, last one was failed to have a cluster, failed to move upside. So yeah, Ethereum, this zone is really important. Okay, so overextended, anyone who wants to long the Ethereum for now, we are not going. Okay, so because we need a liquidation of this one, then we need upside. Okay, so that's why I'm just waiting for a liquidation of this shit at level of 21,085, really important zone. 2185, sorry. So really important zone, makes sense to me because uh kind of overextended some other markets in time frames also, so it means that we are waiting for a short, right? So I'm not going for short, but we are need this push. So that was it. Matic, then we did. Yeah, let's never seen dog using an indicator. Yeah, bro. Indicators and chart patterns are kinda from retail background, or kinda from algorithmic traders who trade the chart patterns, or kind of indicators. So these are just made for an indication. Okay, so indicators are kind of only made for it will just indicate you that what's the bias of market, what may be in upcoming week maze. Okay, so that's why I'm not going for indicators. So let me know all the things are going perfect, because yeah. Okay, so yep. Okay, I will move to Shiba. So yeah, I was saying that indicators kind of indicate you only. It will not help you or bias, but it's 100% perfectly fine, 100% allowed. You can use EMAs, you can use each and everything. Okay, so that's why by making a context for yourself, you can use everything, anything makes sense, right? But smart money does not trade indicators and chart patterns. We trade the price movement, right? So where were we? Audi, yeah, it was really demanded Audi. So let's move towards Audi, no problem. Shiba, okay. Yeah, I will analyze Shiba also. ORD, I was just ignoring RD from my whenever it was just discussed, it was just demanded, I was just ignoring. You can clearly see over here, we just break this shit, came over here and moved up. So always smart money works, right? But kind of overextended one. But in some other time frame, it's let's see, 1 minute. Okay, in Binance, deficiency of data. Uh, okay, just shifted bullish. You can clearly see over here we were just ignoring this guy from here, right? So you can clearly see that's why the future of Audi was not decided what it wants to do. That's fine. 1 2, yeah, yep. Really important zone. Okay, so yep. 5 dBs. You can clearly see over here price just mitigated this demand and moved up. That's fine. 1 hour time frame, it was kind of 4 to 5 dBs and overextended, but other time frame was not. So it means that yeah, we just discussed some fun stuff in my recent webinar. That was fine. Yeah, yeah. I'm waiting for price to liquidate this shit also, because if this one is structure according to this time frame is bearish, but I need some other time frames like kinda 12-hour time frame or 4-hour time frame. You can clearly see over here this was overextended, and we're just waiting for the liquidation of this one. Okay, but I need 12 hour to shift as a overextended. So I'm waiting for that guy also, because that's really important. So 1 hour time frame, it means that we are just waiting for the price to liquidate this one like this. Okay, like one, and then after that we need some time frame to shift bearish and we'll move towards that. Okay, so that's why this zone is really important for us, and we need some sorts of liquidation, our liquidation of this zone 66, and after that if 1 hour time frame or 30-minute time frame shift rates are bearish, you can go for shorts, right? So that was for you. RD, it was really highly demanded that what's going on RD. That's fine, because it was having less data, but I'm analyzing for you guys. That's perfect, fine, no problem with it. But first of all, I need a liquidation of this one. Okay, so 66. After that, if any time frame shift itself bearish, I will also till that if we are just active, we are just 24 by 7 active in our VIP. So anyone is interested in VIP can join VIP, no problem. Okay, so we will discuss that, we will discuss it, or if I just got an opportunity, I will discuss with you guys. Okay, so if any time frame breaks structure for bearish, we can go for shorts. Okay, so that's the scenario of RD, which may be, yeah. But first of all, we need liquidation of highs. Okay, and then we need some time frame to shift it to bearish, and then we can go for shorts. Okay, so divide x. Okay, so where we were? RD, yeah, that was for you. Okay, that was RD. Hey, RUNE and wave, please. Yeah, RUNE, I think so. We just discussed RUNE. Yeah, done with RUNE. Okay, so done with RUNE, done with wave. Hey guys, bro. Yeah, done with guys, no problem. Link, okay. Sir, Audi, please. Yeah, we just done Audi. AVX analysis, dog. Yeah, okay. Uh, DYDX and thousand ship. Okay. Kind of session disconnected. Let's see. Let's get rid of all this one. Yeah. What the crap is this? Yeah, we already discussed, I think so, DYDX for longs. We're just waiting for the longs, and it's kind of in a loss. But let's see what's going on this one. So we have to be confident with our buys. That's perfectly fine. And fellow shift bullish. Okay, makes sense to me. First, second, and third, right? Last one was a cluster, and we're just waiting for longs. Yeah, same thing. No problem to me. And if you want analysis of DYDX for now, we can get rid of this shit, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and we are still waiting for the longs. Okay, DYDX longs make sense to me at the current market price. Stop loss, I think so, let's make it like this. I think so we should stop or sell below this one, and it was it. Let's get rid of this one. Let's see if some liquidity is fine. That is fine, not a bad liquidity for us. We can get rid of this one. We can make it as a 7.5 or 8% also, no problem. Okay, so this one, and then we can take our TP number one level of an R because it's fine. TP number two level of this one because we love to have a 3R. I like this. Okay, so on and so forth. So liquidation of that guy is fine, not a big deal. You can take your entry at the current price level, at level of 2.980, and TP number one 3.27, TP number two level of 3.6737, and stop loss level of 2.742. Okay, or 43. But it's kind of 8% non-leverage again. It's kind of, you can buy it on spot also, or if you want to take it on futures, so you can long it by 3x leverage. 3 into 8, you can clearly zero here to 3 to 8 into 8 makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that was 24% a loss. So you can take it with 3x leverage by investing 1% of your account, right? Or 2% of your account. I'm just investing, saying about the investing. Okay, so invest and risks are different things. So that was DYDX for you. Longs make sense. Okay, done with Audi. Link, let's see what's going on. Link, then we'll analyze Shiba also, no problem. And then we'll try to cut off Shiba. Let's see. First of all, I want to go with Link. Okay, we were just doing something over here. Let's get rid of this one because we have something over here. Okay, so we'll discuss this shit overall in a reaccumulation model. Uh, we just done with it. First break of structure makes sense to me, and in a reaccumulation again, first, second, and we are waiting for the liquidation of the highs. Cool. 1 day time frame. We just break the structure over here, the same thing again and again in each and every market. The same thing is just replicating. Okay, so it means that we just got first break of structure, second break of structure, or we are just waiting for a third also. Okay, we have to keep that point in our mind. So first reaccumulation, first, second, third, because but third dip is on this one, but only one does not decide the future of the link, because institutions are not just using only one time frame, they just make a bias for yourself. Okay, So that's why we have to keep that point in our mind, because it might be helpful to us. So it means that we just break the structure over here, and we are waiting for the long still. Okay, 1 hour time frame. Okay, into 1 hour, it means that yup, yup. Mm, came down, ignore this one. It's it's kinda, but yeah, makes sense to us. Liquidation on this one like this, 2.4, 5. This liquid this one. It's kind of risky, but it makes sense. Okay, so a bit risky but makes sense to me, because I'm not getting any confirmation over here. That's why it's kind of risky for me. But if you want a double confirmation, then it might be good for you guys to wait for liquidation of this one like this. You can take your entry then like this, and then you can take it. Okay, so if you want a risk, so you can buy it on current market price, right? So entry zone 15.647, stop loss 15.264, and TP number 1 level of 16.184, and TP number 2 level of 16.692, right? So I just discussed a bunch of them. Okay, so it's not good for you guys to go with all of them. You can buy a bit of bunch of them. Okay, so that's why, because if you just kind of go with all of them, if Bitcoin just drop, all the coins may kind of goes to down. Okay, so that's why thousand ship is the last one, and then we'll just kind of try to cut off, right? Thousand ship. Okay. Nice. One still going for longs. I don't want to long all the markets, that's why, because it's cryptos, bro. Okay, so we just break this one from here. We just break this guy again, first, second, third, with last one of the cluster. Sad that was, really, we just dismissed this one. Yeah, that's fine, just moved. The 6 hour is important above this one. Okay, okay, so let's move towards 12 hour time frame. According to 12 hour time frame, we have a quite clear good break of structure number one, second, third, all a cluster for four. Yeah, clusters, cluster. Okay, we got just first break of structure, second, third, but it's a cluster, fourth cluster, fifth cluster, sixth cluster, right? Okay, according to this time frame, kind of useless to me, but let's analyze this one, because we can analyze it, right? So we got a first break of structure, we got a second break of structure, third, um three break of structures, and last one, the cluster is kind of overextended, right? So that's why I'm waiting for the liquidation of this guy. You can take your entry level of this one. So yeah, you can take your entry in this, for stop loss this one, by making it like a 3%. Yeah, this scenario makes sense to me. Okay, like this and this. So that was it for today. Today's webinar was really perfect and really enjoyable. I hope you guys just enjoyed some markets I just discussed with you guys. Okay, so it's time to get into your charts and just replicate the same thing if anyone is interested in trading purpose, or if you are just kind of stuck with some coins I just discussed them. If you need any else other, just drop them in DM me, or I will analyze for you guys in upcoming webinar. Okay, so take care guys, bye, peace.